It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a Doge.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
What up there, Vapors? Steve-O the Vapor here. Sorry it's been a while. Got moved into the new digs here. Been chilling and, well, not really chilling, but a whole lot of moving, setting up, and doing things. Anyway, tonight, as promised, I had several videos for you guys that I want to do reviews on. We're going to start off with this. Yep. This is the Doge. This is a competition level Atty. Is what they call it anyway. You remember that I did another competition level mod earlier with the Manhattan? Yeah. Well, this is supposed to be a competition level Atty. And immediately, you can see a difference from this from, say, we'll say, oh, well, my Stellari. Big drip tip. Little drip tip. Big drip tip. Little drip tip. That's right, this one is made to do one thing. Produce clouds. And flavorful clouds, I will tell you. I picked this up, believe it or not, for 20 bucks at the Vapor Shop in Lufkin. Forgive me, I do not remember the name. I will try to put it in the links below when I remember it. But from everything I heard, this is actually a pretty good price. Now, you can also find these things. This is a clone, obviously. You can also find these things on eBay between probably 12 to 20 bucks. I got mine, of course, in copper to match the copper Nemesis here, which I'll do a video on later. But hey, it's a great little Atty. And she produces a ton of vapor. Against all the other Attys I've had so far, we'll say for example the Nimbus. This thing beats it 2 to 1 easily, and it's because of this. Pull the top off of me, lock the little Atty here, which is not exactly easy unless you feather touch it. You feather touch that Atty, she'll lock for you. You try to jam it, it won't. That's why. As you can see my eyeball through it? Yeah. That drip tip. This drip tip is almost as wide as the Atty itself. And you go, whoa, wait a minute, Steve. What are some of the features of this thing? Well, see these wide Cylon air holes? Produces a ton of vapor, I'm telling you. And as I pull it off, you'll see there's a smaller little Cylon air hole there. So you can actually set this thing up for single coil mode or dual coil, depending upon your choice. And as you see, the deck, it's a 3-pronged deck. Your positive post here is a copper with 2 stainless sides. I've got this thing running right now on a 28 gauge build, running right at 0.5, which I was frankly surprised with because I haven't hit 0.5 yet with any build I've done. Matter of fact, the coils in this one were originally built for the Nimbus, but the Nimbus did not have wide enough holes here on the posts to allow me to dual coil it with 28 gauge. This one, I don't know, I think you maybe stick speaker wire in there with it because it just seems to have, I mean, those holes are huge. I wish I hadn't built it yet so I could show you, but hopefully in the future I can. Now we're going to do a new thing, which I like to call up close and personal. Okay, we're up close and personal with the Doge version 1. Now, like I said before, there is a version 2 of this, similar design as far as the deck is concerned. But you see, we've got 3 pieces. You've got your deck, of course, by Wow. You have your little adjustable center pin there. Center pin, three-post design. Center pin positive, 2 negatives on the side. Center pin made out of copper. You have your drip tip, of course, with your O-ring and everything there. You have your body, which of course has your nice little Doge dog on there. And you've got this. You've got your actual deck. Now, unlike the Nimbus, and I would like to note on this, that I originally built these 28 gauge coils for the Nimbus. I was looking to get to a 0.5 with it, and they wouldn't fit. Here, let me pull the Nimbus down. And I'll show you the difference. If we look at the difference between the 2 decks, a little bit of difference. Not really a lot of difference in diameter, but you can see, I don't know if you can see there. I'll try to turn it where you can. They're little bitty little openings to put your wire through. Here, let me move a little bit of a cotton out of the way. You'll see, huge. I mean, almost as big as the tip of my screwdriver even. Give you a little comparison. The Doge. The Nimbus. I can't even stick the edge of my screwdriver in the Nimbus. As well as a really deep juice well. I mean, I'm sticking my screwdriver in that, and you see I'm pulling it out. You can see my screwdriver, and wow. It's just got a big juice well. You can drip in it. I haven't had it leak yet. Of course, I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with it, but I will report back and let you know how it does. And just to get an idea, this is the drip tip that I'm using on the Nimbus. This is the drip tip for the Doge. Push it up there with my finger. You notice a slight bit of difference there? Right. That drip tip allows you to pull more air. More air, more cloud. Now, I've always heard smaller drip tip, better flavor. Bigger drip tip, bigger cloud. This provides both taste and cloud, which is amazing. This thing's awesome. And as you see my build there. It also sets, those posts sit very high up out of that juice well, so you can really get in there and load that thing with organic cotton. And it's, hey, for the price, you can't beat it. I mean, you can't beat it. It does really well. Just to show you guys, I'm not kidding. I was aiming for 0.5 with this thing, and I hit 0.51. That's pretty close, guys. I mean, I haven't hit that close with a 0.5 build yet myself. And for a beginner, you're going, well, I really haven't done RDAs. Hey, this is great. This would be perfect for those that are just beginning, or maybe your eyes aren't as good, like mine aren't as good. But hey, you got those big old holes right there in the post, so you can run your wire through. You can dual coil it. You can probably quad coil this thing easy. It's an easy build. I mean, you just line up your air holes, which are pretty easy to line up with your coils. Drop your drip tip in there. You probably could put a chuff cap on this as well, and just do away. But as you see, let's bring her up a little. Whoop. You can close them off. And you can even use that little center hole right there, that little hole you see right there, to do a single coil build with. Big Cylon air holes. Yes. So that's the uppy closey with the good old Doge here. We're going to go back out to normal and finish. And as you can see, I didn't take a very good hit that time. But if you hear it, wow, I got myself on that one. This thing has so much airflow going through it, you can almost see through it, but you can't because the coils are in the way. But it has so much air going through it, it whistles. I think that's just awesome. I think so far, and I haven't got to spend a whole lot of time with the Doge yet, but I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's great. If you're looking to go to a contest and blow just chunks and chunks and chunks of vapor, this is your dude, man. Now, this is a version 1. There is a version 2, which, from what I've heard, is even better. Now, a little bit different, doesn't have your heat sink at the top. You know, and matter of fact, I think you could probably pull this thing off, put you a chuff cap in there if you wanted to. Me, I don't. I just like the way it looks on my copper. I think it looks cool. Now, I know some of you are going, well, wait a minute. You did a video for a clone Nimbus earlier, and clone this and clone that. What about the originals? Well, this all goes with, as Green would say it, your vape budget hands. My vape budget hands are way to hell down here. So I can't just go spend $200 or $300 on an Atty or an original. But if you watch what you're doing and pay close attention to who you're buying it from and the materials used, you can get quality equipment that is a clone. You're going, wait a minute, clone? Why wouldn't I get the original? Well, again, you could if you have a lot of this to put out on it. If you have a little bit of this, like this, kind of with me, kind of like that, then this is the way to go. And even on a little hit, this thing's a monster, man. I mean, it's cool. It looks very nice. I think it does. Those Cylon air holes, the Doge, looks like a little husky there, imprinted in it. It's great, man. It's called a competition level Atty. But hey, it still produces vapor that is very flavorful, very tasty. You're going to taste what you're dripping. But you're going to be able to blow chunks of clouds enough to probably fog out the house. As you can see, lots and lots of vapor. Lots and lots of vapor production. Just outrageous amounts. Well, that's all I got for you today. I've got some other stuff coming up soon. I've got the Stellari Atty. I've got the Tugboat version 1 coming up. And the version 2 Tugboat coming up. And the Plume Veil coming up too. As long as some other things on some box mods and stuff. I want to do something on the iStick 20 and the Nano. Just a few things coming up. So until then, all I got to say to my peeps out there is keep watching, subscribe to the channel, and keep vaping, y'all.